is the real winner here.
Very good.
Question number 7, Denis O'Rourke.
This question is to the Prime Minister. Does he stand by all his statements?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, yes.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Denis O'Rourke.
If he stands by his statement that the emissions trading system, quote, tells us that if you pay the price for carbon, that helps us find the most efficient means of changing the climate, unquote, can he cite any example anywhere where a tax has demonstrably helped to reduce the emissions causing climate change?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, in answer to the first question, yes, and in answer to the second question, the New Zealand electricity market.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Denis O'Rourke.
Is his government's emissions trading scheme a reverse Robin Hood, given that it has already transferred over $2.3 billion from hard-working families, businesses and farmers to foreign carbon traders?
Winston voted for it.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, no. In the past we've welcomed New Zealand First support for the carbon trading system, and as I recall it, the leader of New Zealand First was an advocate for the forestry industry, who are one of the industries who have helped to contribute to the successful operation of the emissions trading system.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Denis O'Rourke.
Why is his government still transferring $1.4 billion every year to enrich foreign traders operating in a failed and immeasurable ETS?
$1.4 billion.
The Right Honourable Prime
Well,
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I just don't agree with the member's assertion.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Denis O'Rourke.
How can he falsely say that the emissions trading system has, quote, multi-party support, unquote, when New Zealand First would abolish it, so that the $1.4 billion could be invested in a range of other actions, including research and development, insulating homes, planting forests and implementing electrification in transport?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I'd say it has multi-party support because it has. New Zealand First did support it when it came in, and in fact, if the member wanted those things to happen and they were worthwhile, then under the emissions trading system, they will happen. In fact, some of them are happening now because of the emissions trading system.
Question number 8, Todd Barclay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.